Hello, you're welcome to Tech Hustler on YouTube. In this video, I'm going to teach you one important thing in Microsoft Excel as a teacher. Most of the times, teachers only care about the classroom. That is the happenings in the classroom. Sometimes teachers think teaching is all about being in the classroom, guiding students in a specific demonstration or activity. But it goes beyond that. Teaching is not just about the four walls of the classroom or the preparation towards the teaching of the specific subject. But teaching also involves how you can be able to analyze your students' performance. So in this video, I'm going to teach you one important thing to know as a teacher. So by the end of this video, you will understand how you can use Microsoft Excel to analyze the performance of your classroom or the performance of your students in a specific subject or a specific topic. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, I'll urge you to hit on the subscribe button and also hit the like button if you like this video. So now, let's say you have your students' data like this. So in this data, you have had a series of tests and you want to know the performance of the students in that specific subject. So these tests are for a specific subject. So for the purpose of this tutorial, I named it test 1 to test 6. So you want to know the average score of the subject, the highest score of the subject, the minimum score of the subject, the total marks of the subject. So let's say you want to analyze the performance of your students in this specific subject. So there are certain key performance indicators that you would want to pay attention to. So for instance, we have the total score of a specific subject. That is the sum of all scores for all students in a specific test. Okay, so here you can say you want to find for the total score for test 1, the total score for test 2, the total score for test 3 up to test 6. You can base on this KPI to know whether the students are really improving in this subject or not. Or better still, you can use the average score or the average marks for the students for all the tests. So you can find for the average score for test 1, average score for test 2 up to test 6. And then you can also use the highest score and the lowest score to know how students are being performed in the specific subject. After that, you would want to represent these data or these key performance in a chart or in a graphical form so that you'll be able to make decision on it. So follow me and let's do this. So as I said, I have this data here, and in the data, I've already had the total score. That is the sum of these scores for test 1, same for test 2 up to test 6. I have the average score, I have the highest score, and then the lowest score for each of the tests that I took. Now, I would want to make analysis on this so that I'll be able to know how my students are performing in this specific subject. So I'll just copy all these. And I'll paste it in the indicators sheet. So I created a sheet called indicators. This is it. So you can also create a new sheet which you call it the name you prefer. So I prefer to call mine indicators. So I'll just right click and then paste them as values. Okay. So after that, I'll go back to the test scores. That is the test scores sheet. And I'll copy from here to here. That is from test 1 to test 6. And then I'll paste them here. And I'll name this indicators. Okay, so these are the key performance indicators. That is the total, average, highest score, and then the lowest score. But there is one thing I would want to add, that is the difference between the highest and the lowest score. That can also help me to know how my students are performing in this subject. So I'll say difference okay, so I'll say this minus this, then I'll press on the enter key. Now I can just put my pointer here, click and hold and drag to the right side for me to get the difference for the other tests. So let me format it a little bit. I'll just bold in this, then I'll increase, and then I'll change the background color. Let me select all this and then increase it a little bit. So I'll say 14. Then I'll give some spaces to this. So after that, I'll select the average scores. Then I'll format them into 2 decimal places. So I'll right click. Then I'll go to format cells. So there will be a pop-up window. In that window, I'll select number. And then I'll make sure that the decimal places is 2. Then I'll click on OK. So now I have 2 decimal places for each of the average score. Okay, so how do I find out that my students are really performing in this subject? First of all, I would want to represent them in a bar graph or in a bar chart. So I'm going to use a chart. So I'll select all this. Okay, then I'll go to insert. And then I'll come back to charts. So you can see this is charts. I would want to use a bar graph or a bar chart. And then I'll select 2D column. Okay, now you see I have my charts here, but there are certain things in this chart that I do not like. So what am I supposed to do? I'll go to this button, I'll click on it, and then I'll select the specific indicators I want to show in this chart. So I do not like all these. I want to know the total performance, that is the total score. So I would want to use the total score to verify for their performance. So I'll select this and then click on apply. So after that, you can see that I'm able to know the performance of this class. So you can see that test 1 is higher, test 2. So looking at this, it means the performance of this subject or the performance of my students in this subject are declining. Okay, so by knowing this or by seeing this, I'll be able to take decision on it. So let me bring this here. I can also use another chart to see the indicators or to see how my students are performing. So I can just select again, go back to the insert. With this, I'm going to use a line graph. So with a chart, I'll go to this button, click on the drop down, then I'll select this first one. Now, when it comes, you will see this button again, click on it, and then I'll select the specific indicators I would want to use for this chart. So I want to use the average, so I'll select only the average, then I'll click on apply. So after clicking on apply, you can see that indeed the performance of my students are being declined. Okay, so from here to here downwards, and then here they were rising and now they fell. So by having this, it will give me some little bit of insight of how the students are performing in the class. Now let me bring this here. Another thing I can also use to get to know how my students are performing. With this, we are not going to use a chart. We can just use conditional formatting. So here, I would want to use the total score. So I'll highlight all the scores for total score. Then I'll go to conditional formatting. And then I'll go to icon sets. So with the icon sets, you can see the directional shapes indicators. So I can use the indicators, or I can choose to use these directionals. So I'll select the directionals. So as you can see, it means from the first test, they were moving upwards. Second test, they were moving upwards. Third test, then they came down. They came down again. And then here, they came to stabilization. And then here, they came down. So by seeing this, I can tell that the performance of my students in this specific subject are low, because looking at the charts I have here and all the indicators I have here, everything shows that their performance are declining. Okay, now I can also use the difference. So with the difference, one thing is that if the difference is higher, then it means the highest score was bigger or the lowest score was very low. Okay, else if it is very low, then it means the highest score was lower or the lowest score wasn't that low. Okay, so that is how it works. So now let's use another conditional formatting for this. So I've already selected the difference. Then I'll go to the conditional formatting. With the conditional formatting, I'll use the icons again. And with these icons, I would like to use this directional. This can also help me to know how my students are performing. So by doing this, you will see that the clear view of how your class is performing in this subject is being shown to your face. Okay, so sometimes teachers use their imagination or how they see the results just to analyze the performance of a specific class in a specific subject. But using this Microsoft Excel skills will help you know very well that yes, your students are being performed or your students are being declined in a specific subject. I believe this video is very helpful, and if you really like it, please hit on the like button and subscribe to this channel for more videos or contents like this. Bye bye.